2 a.m. The house is finally quiet. Everyone you love is asleep. Except you. The moment your head touched the pillow, someone started talking. Not out loud. Inside. The argument from Tuesday replays again. The email you should have written differently. The what-ifs circle like planes waiting to land. What if the test comes back bad? What if I lose the job? What if it was my fault? You say stop. Your mind laughs. I can't turn my brain off. You have whispered that. So hear this. What if the noise is not because you are broken? What if nobody taught you that a thought can be taken prisoner? Church taught you to pray, read, serve. Nobody teaches what to do with the 3 a.m. mind. So we lie there treating every thought like breaking news. No one told you this. A thought is not a command. A thought is a visitor. It knocks. Leave the door open and the visitor becomes a tenant. Feed the tenant and it becomes a landlord. And a landlord starts charging rent. You pay rent to thoughts that never signed a lease. The Bible has a word for this war, not relax. 2,000 years ago, a prisoner wrote about capturing thoughts. Paul, ambushed, beaten, shipwrecked, real material for a racing mind. From that life, one line, a battle plan. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. Notice what Paul did not say. Not block it, not ignore it, not outrun it. Capture it. Like a soldier marching a prisoner to the king, a captive is not destroyed, it is escorted. Your job was never to silence your mind alone. March them one by one to the throne. Here is what happens every time you replay a worry. Picture a meadow of tall grass. Walk across it once and the grass barely bends. Walk the same line daily and you wear a path. Soon your feet find that path without asking you. Your mind is that meadow. Every replay walks the trail deeper. That is why worry feels automatic. You paved it. Solomon saw it 3,000 years ago. For as he thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. You do not just have thoughts. Thoughts have you. If walking carved it, walking can carve a new one. Paul told the Romans there are only two roads. Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Two stations. One plays dread, one plays life and peace, and you hold the dial. But I can't help what pops in. True. The first thought is a bird flying over, innocent. You decide if it nests in your hair. So God gave your mind a gate, a border crossing, a guard, a clipboard. Every thought must show its papers. Paul wrote the clipboard. 8 questions, 1 verse. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. Question 1. Is it true? Not loud. True. Half your worries fail the first question. They probably hate me. Is that true or just loud? I always ruin everything. Always is almost always a lie. Is it noble, just, pure, lovely? Is it even useful? Fail the checkpoint and it does not get to drive. You are not the taxi. You are the checkpoint. Stop chauffeuring thoughts that showed up with fake papers. I tried positive thinking. It lasts an hour. You are right. A checkpoint is not enough. You need what 12 men learned one terrible night at sea. The Sea of Galilee, evening. 13 men, 1 boat. 4 are professional fishermen. This water is their office. They have seen 100 squalls. They fear none. Then the sky closes like a fist. The waves stop rocking the boat and start filling it. Grown men raised on this water start screaming. And in the stern, on a cushion, Jesus is asleep. The storm is real, and the maker of the sea rests in it. They shake him awake. Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing? Sound familiar? It is the 3 a.m. prayer. Now watch what Jesus does. He does not analyze the storm. He does not negotiate with the wind. He stands and he talks to it. Mark 4:39. Then he arose and rebuked the wind and said to the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. 3 words. The sea lies down like a dog. Here is what that means for you. You have been listening to your storm. Jesus spoke to his. There is hearing your thoughts and there is taking dictation. David knew this trick. Read the Psalms closely. He interviews his soul. Why are you cast down, O my soul? He questions his feelings instead of obeying them. Anxieties multiply. God knows, he counted. Psalm 94:19. In the multitude of my anxieties within me, your comforts delight my soul. A multitude of anxieties, a multitude of comforts. So tonight, when the storm starts, open your mouth. Not to vent, to command. Whisper it. Peace, Be still. My God is in this boat. A whisper out loud beats the shout in your head. The voice your ears hear interrupts the voice your mind plays. God says, speak his word, not just scan it. Scripture in the eyes informs. Scripture in the mouth commands. Speaking needs a script. God finished yours centuries ago. The plan. 3 moves, starting tonight. Move 1. Catch the thought by name. You cannot capture what you refuse to look at. Anxious thoughts swirl. Captured thoughts hold still. Drag it into the light. Write it down. 1 sentence. I am afraid the money runs out in March. There, named. Named fears shrink. Nameless fears run all night. Peter, who panicked on the water, wrote the soldier's version. 1 Peter 1:13. Therefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and rest your hope fully upon the grace that is to be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Gird up the loins of your mind. Get ready to run. Catching a thought is not passive, it is war. Move 2. Check it at the gate. Is it true? Is it useful? Is it from my Father? Some thoughts arrive wearing your voice but carrying his accusations. If it drips shame and dead ends, check the signature. Conviction names a next step. Accusation only names you. Then set the dial where you want the room. Colossians 3:2. Set your mind on things above, not on things on the earth. Set your mind like a thermostat, not a thermometer. A thermometer reports the room. A thermostat changes it. You are not called to report the weather, but to set it. Move 3. Change what fills the room. Here is where most of us fail. We evict, then leave the room empty. An empty mind is not peaceful. It is a vacancy sign. You do not argue with darkness. You turn on a light. God told a terrified new leader exactly how. Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. Meditate in Hebrew means to mutter under your breath. Biblical meditation is not emptying your mind. It is filling your mouth. Pick 1 verse. Put it where the worry lived. Mutter it. Give your hands a bedtime too. The phone sleeps in another room. You cannot quiet a mind you keep refilling. Catch it, check it, change what fills the room. Simple? Yes. Easy? No. But neither is losing your nights. And for the night itself, God left instructions. The 2 a.m. protocol. 4 steps in order. Step 1. 1 slow breath. Hurry is the storm's fuel. Step 2. Whisper. Peace. Be still. Step 3. Hand over the file. God, you take the night shift. I was never hired for it. He does not sleep. Someone here should. David wrote the bedtime verse with an army camped outside, not after the danger, inside it. Psalm 4:8. I will both lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Both. Lie down and sleep. Step 4. If the mind restarts, restart the whisper. Not 1 big victory, 100 small returns. Slowly your mind learns a new picture. A weaned child, done demanding, just resting. Psalm 131:2. Surely I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with his mother, like a weaned child is my soul within me. I have calmed and quieted my soul on purpose, which means it can be done. Not numbed, not distracted. Weaned, near someone. My anxiety feels stronger than my faith. Listen, fear shouts loudest when it is losing. Fear was never God's gift. Paul told a scared young pastor. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Power, love, a sound mind. It means safe, not a silent mind, a governed one. Storms will knock, but the gate has a keeper. And his peace is not the world's peace. The world's peace needs quiet circumstances. His needs only him. Jesus said it hours before the cross. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Let not your heart be troubled, something you let. Peace is not an empty head, it is a present person. The voice that flattened a sea guards your gate tonight. Tomorrow morning, 1 more habit, the quietest one. Morning, before the phone, before the noise votes. Give the meadow its first walker. 1 verse with your coffee, muttered, owned. Then pray the governed mind's prayer. Psalm 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Mouth and heart surrendered before breakfast. 1 week. Watch the trails move. Now look back at the ladder. Landlord back to tenant. Tenant back to visitor, and the visitor meets a guard at the gate. Will loud nights still come? Yes. Some Tuesday you will catch yourself spiraling. Good. Catching yourself is the skill. The victory is not a mind that never wanders. It is a mind that knows the way home. You are not your thoughts. You are the gatekeeper. You are not the storm. The maker is aboard. Tonight, when the first plane circles, pause. One breath. Whisper. Every thought captive. 3 words. A battle plan. March the prisoner to the king. If this found you tonight, type captive in the comments. 1 word for the next sleepless scroller. I made you something for the nightstand. The quiet mind. Free. The link is below. Print it. Put it where the phone used to sleep. Send this to your 3 a.m. friend. And subscribe. We turn nights into mornings here. Now, the bedroom. One last look. 2 in the morning again. Same room, same man, different gate. The phone sleeps down the hall. The planes found other airports. The record player is quiet. The radio glows gold. On the nightstand, 3 words. Every thought captive. The guard is on duty. The king is enthroned. And the one on the night shift has never once dozed. He watches. You sleep. Good night.